In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a stiff peak royal icing to make flowers. This is my base icing straight out of the mixer. I made it about 2 days ago and I'm just going to give it a little stir. I'm going to add some powdered sugar in my little tea diffuser. This is what I use because it makes it easy to dispense it and it sifts it for me so there's no clumps. And as you can see, I'm putting a lot of powdered sugar. I don't really know how much, but stiff peak royal icing needs to be really thick and dry. So I'm going to continue adding this powdered sugar and stirring, and it is very thick and it's difficult to stir. It's not enjoyable, but you gotta just keep trying, keep mixing, keep adding until it's absolutely thick, thick, thick. Now, this would be my test. When I pull up a peak, it's still floppy. I can get it to bend. That means that's not good. It's not ready. So we're gonna add some more. Oh, and we're gonna add some to the table for fun. That is a lot. But you have to add a lot because you want your roses and flowers to have a nice clean cut edge. I like for my flowers to be, I don't know a word to describe it. I like them to kind of tear on the edges, and in order to get that look you have to really have a very, very stiff dry icing. Now this is getting very difficult to stir. If you can see, it's like it is very thick and it is difficult and exhausting on your hands. It again. Y'all know I have this little tool that I use all the time to scrape because I feel like whatever is stuck on this spatula is probably not as well mixed as what's in the bowl. So I like to get everything off, give all of it a fair chance of getting mixed well. And then right away I have a little wet paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and clean that tool off so it doesn't get crusty icing on it. And then you get one more little stir. Now I got to keep the edges of this bowl really scraped down well because it will quickly, the more powdered sugar I add and the more dry this icing gets, the more quickly it will start to crust around the bowl, and we don't want that. Okay, now let's test again. I'll push it all kind of in one corner so you can see good. Oh, that's getting better. See, only the peak bent that time. But I always say you never trust your first peak when you're trying to make stiff peak royal icing. Stiff consistency or stiff peak, you can call it either one. Royal icing. You never trust that peak because just like that will move and bend and be flexible, so will the edges of your flowers, and that can cause them to heal into each other, melt into each other, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know I don't use technical terms. I prefer to just use the words that come naturally out of my mouth, especially when I'm trying to make a video, because I'm always nervous. Still. Okay, we're going to keep mixing. You see, this don't even want to smush anymore. It's so dry. It's almost kind of like not even wanting to go together. Whew, I'm working up a sweat, y'all. This is the first time I'm ever making a video with the microphone and doing it in the same time that I'm making the video. I usually do voiceovers because I'm just a nervous Nelly. So today I am going to try, and if this audio is even a little bit decent and I don't sound like a babbling fool, then I will use it. Alright, we're going to scrape the spatula again. Goodness, I feel like I'm out of breath. Normally I would have this bowl a lot closer to me too, so I'm like having to reach to get on the camera. Okay, I'm going to clean off my little thingy, scrapey thingy. And give that one more little stir. Please be ready. I don't want to do this anymore. Now, if you see when I first pulled that over, it was like a big peak. That's not the one I'm talking about. That's naturally going to fall over. I mean, because it's so heavy, and I want to get like a skinny little peak like that. Like that. Still. Now, when y'all say that you can't get stiff peak icing or you can't get your flowers to shape, I always say you just didn't add enough sugar, and this is why. You see, I am putting sugar and sugar and sugar in here, and this icing. Okay, get a little choked out over here. I forgot what I was saying. See, this is why I don't make videos with my voice in it. I get distracted really easy, and I forget what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, I like that one. See that resistance? Well, that one was too tall. You see that resistance? That's looking good. You see how that peak stayed up? I'm probably making this really difficult to understand. If I pull a peak 7.5 inches tall, yeah, it's going to fold over no matter what. But I'm looking for like a small little peak like that. This little one over here. And I want to be able to be kind of rough with it and it not be floppy. See, that's still stiff. See how that broke off? It's going to be different every single time I make it, every single time. But as strong as this peak is, and as hard as it is, I don't care. I'm going a little bit more because there's nothing more aggravating than getting everything set up to make some flowers, and then your icing starts melting together and flopping over and getting all ugly, and that is frustrating. And then you got to get it out. You got to get all this mess out again, remix some more, rebag it. I'm not doing that. So I always like to be cautious and be extra and just go ahead and put a little bit more and go a little bit further than what I think would work. I think that would work, but I live in the South, y'all, so it's humid here all the time. Actually, it's cloudy today. Looks like it's going to rain. It's finally getting warm here. So this icing could be wet and runny in a couple hours for all I know. So I'm just going to be super cautious and put a little bit more. Okay, here we go. I can't even get the spatula to pull up now. And that's what I like. That's what I want to happen. I want that icing to be so thick that, look, I can't even get one single peak anymore. It's so dry. But that's what I want. You see that? That thing is strong. See? Okay. Hope that makes sense. Now I'm going to put some of this in one of these little bowls right here, and then I'm going to color it. So I have 2 colors of icing to make my flowers with today. So I'll be right back. Okay. Now, you might wonder why I am going... See, this is exactly what I was about to explain. This is dry and hard, and I don't want that in my icing. So that's why I'm going to get all of this icing out of this bowl, and I'm going to, out of this bigger bowl, and I'm going to put it into these smaller bowls. And I was coming back to tell you why I do that, and it just showed you. If I get those clumps or dry or crusties or whatever you call them in that icing, it's going to clog up my piping tip, and I don't use those very often because they annoy me and they are difficult to keep clean. So I don't like washing them either. So all of this around these edges, maybe if I just do it with my finger, I can show you better. You can hear it, how dry it is. It's already crusted around the edge. It's already dry. You see it? And I don't want that in my icing. So this bowl is done as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I get a lot of questions about my pink royal icing that I always use. Now, if you know me, you know that I love pink. I love all things pink, and I have a favorite pink, and most people call it blush pink. I achieve that pink by using Wilton's Christmas Red and Wilton's Ivory. Oh, if I don't cover this icing, I'm going to be in trouble here in just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to cover that one. If y'all want to know about these bowls, they are amazing, and I will share a link with you where I get them from. They are my best friend. I have large ones, and I have this size, and I have probably 15 of these small ones because I use them all the time. Every single time I'm making color icing, I use them. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to show you how much red icing I use. See, I stuck the toothpick in, I pulled it out, and that is about it. That's it. That's it. Sometimes I want to put more than that, and every time I pay a price. And I get upset because my icing is too dark, and I like my soft little pretty pink. So, and then... let me put this top back on. And then get a good little bit of ivory. Because you know this is a light color. That's intended to be a light color. So. Oh, I feel so flustered on camera. I don't even know if I'll use this audio, y'all. I think I mentioned that already. But I'm going to try, because it sure will make it so much easier for me. I could get videos out to y'all faster. I just got to get over it. So I did buy a new camera. I haven't talked about it yet because I'm scared to death of it. So I'm trying it out right now. And if it works, I will be so happy. I just got gel color on my fingers. You know, that's just got to happen. Okay, that looks not good. Not beautiful, but... now this spatula is a little bit softer than that other one, and it's also easier on my hands. That wood one really digs in and hurts my hands, but it's so cute, so I want to use it sometime. See, now this is so dry, and it is so difficult to mix. If this was flood icing, this color would already be mixed in, and I'd be done. Gotta make sure you get it all off the bottom. This time I like to peek. See? I don't know if you can see that, but... and we got to scrape, because you know, see that right there? Oh, look at that. There's red, there's white, there's ivory, there's every color sticking under there, hiding out. And I don't want that coming through my icing. This is hard work. It is hard work. I'm not even going to try and be fake about it. It's hard. It hurts your hands. It's annoying. But once you get it made, you got it made. And it is so awesome to be able to make roses that you can store away and keep them for every holiday. You see how thick that is? I'm having to struggle to pull it up. That is looking good. If I wanted it a little bit more pale, I would just add a little bit of white gel color to it and I could tone it down. See, that's about the size of peak that I'm testing right there. Anything past that I'm not real worried about. See how that's staying stiff? That's what I want. We're ready to bag this up. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim my bag. Never remember how much to trim. And I know that's not enough, but I'm going to get me a little coupler. You got to do this trimming process slow though, because once you cut too much, it's too late. There ain't no turning back. It's like getting a haircut. So, I don't care if I have to cut it 5 times. I just don't want to overcut and waste the bag. Lord knows I already waste enough bags as it is. Alright, see how it's just meeting to the tip right here? I'm going to stop right there and give a little pinch so I can push that tip down in the bag. I'm assuming y'all can't hear me when I'm squishing that bag and rattling it all around. Roll it down like this. The icing's already trying to crust. I know I didn't put the tip on yet, but I'm trying to hurry because I have my icing sitting there open. And I don't want it to dry out. And this thick icing ain't going down in that bag anyway. A little scraper again. There we go. I just want to tell y'all that I am not good at making flowers. I feel like my flowers look cute and I'm okay with that. I'm happy with my flowers, but if like a professional cake baker or something like that looked at my flowers, they would probably laugh. And sometimes I even feel stupid making reels of my Royal Icing flowers because I know that I don't compare to what a lot of cake decorators can make, and I don't know if I'm just stubborn or if I just struggle, but I have a hard time making like the open rose. I can't remember. English rose, maybe it's called. I can't remember. But I found a little way to cheat and get by, and I like it, and I wish I could do it faster and better and perfect, but I don't really care. I like my flowers. They look super cute on my stuff at Easter time and like graduation and stuff like that, so I don't really put too much thought into it. I just kind of make the flower. If it looks cute, I keep it. If it don't, I let my daughter or friend or somebody eat them and whatever. So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. This is wax paper. A lot of people use parchment paper, but I think parchment paper is more expensive. I'm just showing y'all how I make Royal Icing flowers. I'm not saying this is the right way to do it, and I hope that it helps y'all get started, and I hope that you find a better way than my way, because my way ain't that great, but I like my flowers. I feel proud of them when I make a lot of them, and I really find it fun and enjoyable to do, and I'm always aiming for progress, not perfection. I like to get close to perfect, but it's not going to happen, so no big deal. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. I'm going to take the little flower now, stick on the little wax paper, and then, hold on y'all, I got to cut this off. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. I'm holding this with the big hole at the bottom and the skinny hole at the top. I got my flower nail in my hand. I'm kind of pushing my thumb all the way forward because when I start piping, I'm going to want to roll this, roll, 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 roll. So I like to start with my thumb extended out. I don't even know if that makes sense. But I start with like a little, oh, this icing is so thick. I start with like a little bud like this. See how I'm turning and then I push it down. No, that one wasn't that great, but this is the first one I made since last Easter. So then I'm going to attach, kind of go up, and then some people told me when I posted a reel on how I cheat, they told me that I'm not leaning the bag. I'm not leaning the tip enough this way. So it's not, you can clearly see I'm still trying to do it again. I'm turning. See, now I've run out of hand room. See how my hand is? I can't go back. I can't roll this nail back any further. So now I got to readjust again and spin it back out again. And none of these little things are even touching, but I'm literally doing this quick and messy because I want y'all to see that even though I haven't done this in a year, and I'm not even thinking about it. This is in real time. You hear me talking. I'm just throwing these petals in there as fast as I can because I want to show you that you can't say, I can't do that. Becca had a lot of practice. Becca knows how to do everything so good. She makes it look so easy. No, I'm doing this sloppy. I'm doing it fast. This icing is so stiff, I can barely squeeze it. And that's the way it should be. See how that icing is like, maybe I'm supposed to be holding the bag this way. Y'all don't laugh. Y'all know I ain't scared to fail in front of y'all. Oh, there it goes. See that? Oh, look at that. Oh. I don't really know what to do with that. I guess I'm going to wipe it off on that towel. Go again. All right, look now. Oh, gosh. I think my rose is getting kind of giant. All right. So when I get to that point, I'm going to set my bag over here with a little wet towel over the tip so it don't dry out. And then I'm going to get my cute little Becca scribe that my friend Heather made for me at One Smart Cookie. And I do like this. I like to push it under and like chop it off. Because it's going to flare. I don't know if you can see. It's gonna like flare it. See how it flared it out? Look. And I chop it down and then slide it out and clean it off. Alright, watch it flare it out again. Right, this part looks like it needs a little tidy. Look at that! See? If y'all think it's ugly, don't say nothing. Just act like you like it. Because I think it looks really beautiful. And it looks fancy. And I didn't even try. Okay. So I'm going to gently take it off because I don't want to mess my tape up. Or my rose. That tape's real sticky because I just put it on there. And I'm going to sit that over to the side. So she can dry. Look at that beautiful little rose. See, I'm proud. I don't care if I do it wrong. If I cheat. I don't care. I like it. Alright, here we go. I'll spin this around again and make like a little bud thing. Oh, that didn't work. No big deal. Take it off. Try again. Maybe if I do like this. I got a lot of nerve trying to teach a tutorial. And I haven't even made this flower in a year. Y'all, I didn't even practice first. Alright. Oh, let me turn it this way some more and see. I think that's when it worked out good. I'm going to do that ribbon one. Okay, see, I got to roll it back out again. I don't have any more space. I'm going to go all the way around. Oh, I'm going too fast. All right, here we go. You know what? The girls that are good at it are going to say, you're not turning your bag out enough. I know. I'm trying. Oh, this rose ain't cute. But watch. This is what I was showing you. I'm going to go all the way to the center and pull out real fast. I hope y'all can see that. Oof, that's ugly. Let's get a little bit better in. I might better go ahead and give up on this one, y'all. But you never know. Sometimes they just come around. Surprise you. See? That's right cute. We're going to quit with that one then. Alright, let's go again. Ooh, I forgot to put my bag under the towel. It's going to crust up. Y'all got to keep cleaning your tip as you go too. Alright. What was I about to do? Oh, this little flower. You can put the fat tip in the middle. And then do that. I can't tell you what to do. And do it. Because I ain't that good yet. Go up. Turn a little corner. Go back. See, I'm just turning the nail just a little bit. Not too much, but it is helping me. Ooh, I'm starting to shake. This icing is so thick. Alright, and then bring it in and pinch it off. Last one. Bring it out, bring it in, pinch it off. See, no, that ain't super cute, but... Oh, maybe it is. That's pretty cute. I'm being mean to my little flowers. I need to stop. I just sprayed a little drop of water on the table and stuck this brush in it, and it allowed me to pick up these little sprinkles. I was hoping that was going to work. Oh, y'all, it's about to storm. It's getting dark. That's cute. Okay, let's move on. See, when I try to do it like other people tell me, I can't. And that's why I try to explain to y'all all the time about royal icing consistency. If you spend more time practicing and figuring out what you like and what works for you and what you can do and what you can't do, you'll do so much better. I'm spending all this time trying to figure out how to do it like the girls told me to do on my reel, but I'm feeling aggravated now. I'm not enjoying this, and I always enjoy making roses. So you know what? I'm going to keep on doing it wrong and keep on liking it. Because I don't care. That's how I am. I can do it. It don't have to be perfect. It's just a flower. And as long as I like it in the end, eventually one day I'll get it. Alright. Am I supposed to turn it this way? Oh, there we go. Alright, now we're going doing the petals. I'm going to run out of space with my finger. I gotta spin the nail out again. Y'all, I don't even know if I'm on camera or not. Oh, this is super. Alright, now I'm going to turn it out some more this way. Try to get those petals pulled out. Here we go. Oh, it hurts. Alright. See how that thing's got all those gaps and all that business? That ain't good, but I'm about to fix it. See, I just do that. Chop some of that off. Really all I'm doing is tucking the bottom under, and it's making the petals flare out a little bit like they're supposed to be. But for whatever reason, I really struggle to do that with the piping tip. And I just give up trying to do it what people call the right way. I'm just going to do it my way. So this is not like, oh, a tutorial where I'm telling you this is the right way to do this. I'm showing you how I do it because it's ridiculous and it works. It makes beautiful roses. So look at that beautiful thing. See, I love that. I'm so proud of that. And it's okay I didn't do it right. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to doing some little star ones. And I'm going to just tape this wax paper onto the onto a piece of like cardstock paper, because it'll make it easier for me to move after I get done. So stick this, stick that, and then I'm going to take this tip off, put it on my little wet towel, and then I'm going to do a bigger one so you can see better. This is a Wilton Tip 17, and it's kind of bent up. I need to order some new tips. So I make a little dot down and I start squeezing, and then I swirl it around and pull the little tail off. So you make a little dot and then start going around. I'm barely moving my hand. I'm not really moving it that much. Can y'all hear that thunder? I'm trying to hurry because I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to keep going for long. See how hard I'm trying to squeeze? Oh, it's turning. It's not sticking. I didn't stick it down. And then I'm going to tuck that little tail. See that? Alright, I'm going to switch tips so I can show you how cute you can get with this. This is a Wilton 16 star tip. Touch it down, go around, touch down. Try to stick the icing down so it keeps you from spinning your flower. It's a big difference in the 16 and the 17. Can y'all hear that rain? Oh, yep, there goes the lightning. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty fast. There we go. And then even you can make some little stars like this, and they look cute as little filler flowers when you're putting like a little wreath on a bunny, like a little headband on a bunny or something like that. That's an easy little way to make teeny tiny little flowers. I hope this helped y'all. I'll try again soon when the weather's not so bad, but I hope this will hold you over and give you something to practice and play with for a little while until I can have a nicer day to practice. Thanks for watching. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye.